Hey everyone, this is Dana Tracy, Senior Director of the Sparkling Stars team. And today I want to share with you just some tips to help you have an amazing launch party with your new 31 business. Hopefully these tips will help your launch party sparkle and you will shine and be a hit with all of your family and friends. This is an outline. Hopefully you will get some tips from this to use at your party. But we're really going to start from the very beginning of when you sign up with 31. So whether you've joined my team or you've joined another team, I'm going to encourage you to start with your list of 62. Your list of 62 are any of your friends, your family, your acquaintances that you have at work, maybe your spouse's friends and family. You need to come up with your list of 62. And so whether you use the tools that are on 31today.com that have the list, you type in list of 62 in the search box, you can actually print out a printable form, or you just use a plain piece of paper and you jot down your list of 62, number it 1 through 62. And no matter how serious you want to be with your 31 business, so whether you're in this for some part-time work or you're in this for the long run and you want to take this all the way to the top, your list of 62 is what's going to help you remain active with 31. And we all know to remain active with 31, you have to submit $200 in sales in every rolling 3 months. And so this is going to be your lifeblood. This is going to be what helps sustain you, because you can go through your family and friends really quick, and then you feel like you have no other contacts. But I promise you that if you create that list of 62 right away, just like I've mentioned in weeks 1 and 2 of my training, this will help you propel your business and continue it on to success within your first few months. So I want you to look at your Facebook accounts, look at your address book, maybe your contact list on your cell phone. Maybe you have your spouse's phone list, or your spouse's family. Reach out to your family and friends. Say, hey, I need help connecting with a list of 62. This is your warm list. This isn't your hot list. So this is not people that are necessarily your BFFs, your best friends. This is a list of people that you just know. So for me, I would start with my neighbors. I would start with the people I know from church, my family, my friends, my sister's friends, my spouse's coworkers, and so forth, until I get a list of 62 people. Don't just include those best friends. Include people maybe that you used to work with or you went to school with. Friends of your family. Think of anyone that you know, but on a much larger scale than just your close-knit family and friends. Now, once you've completed your list of 62, you're going to want to take a minute and look at each of those individuals that you have put on your list of 62. I want you to ask yourself, how can, let's say, Betty Smith help me expand my list of 62? What triggers does she have that can help me with my list of 62? What's the trigger that she has that will get me a connection somewhere else? How can she help connect you with other people? Maybe she works at an office and could host a lunch party or a catalog party for you. Maybe they're a realtor or they're an insurance agent and they can connect you with people in their office, or you can help them with closing gifts or gifts for their clients. Maybe they work at a school or a nonprofit organization, and maybe their kids are in sports and they need a fundraiser. Think of connections with each of those specific people. Think also of people who maybe need extra income. Or also think of someone who would be fun, yes, fun, at doing what you do. So I want you to go through your list of 62. And I want you to look at all of those people individually. I also want you to pick out one person from your list of 62 who you think could be your BFF with 31. Who is it on the list of 62 that you would absolutely love to run a business next to? I want you to text me, or I want you to email me, or call me with that name of that person. And then we're going to talk about how you can actually approach that person. So I want you to come up with that one person from your list of 62. Now, once you've done all this, I want you to also go through your list of 62 again, and I want you to take a highlighter, okay? So it doesn't matter what color of highlighter, but I want you to take a highlighter, and I want you to highlight everybody who's local to you, who you're going to invite to your launch party in one color on your list of 62. Then I want you to take another color, maybe it's blue. So pink is for your launch party, and blue is for all of those people that are not local that you're going to invite to shop online, or just shop via your launch party online. So does that make sense? So pink would be local people. Blue would be people you're still going to invite, but you're going to invite them to shop online. So the question then would be, well, how do I effectively invite people, right? Typically, and I've seen this time and time again, most people just set up a Facebook event. It's not going to work that way to have a successful launch party, okay? So I'm going to help share some tips with you on how to effectively ask people to your launch party. Most people will set up that Facebook event and they'll be done with it, and they expect everybody to show up. If you're announcing a new business with 31, that is not how to effectively get people to come to your new launch party. Or if people call someone, or they see somebody on the street, or maybe you see your neighbor out, they'll say, hey, I just joined 31, and yeah, I'm having my launch party on Saturday. Didn't know if you were free, but if you're free, you want to come? Does that sound exciting? Do you want to go to that person's launch party? No, you don't want to go. It doesn't sound inviting. It doesn't even sound like you care if they're there or not. And I promise you that if you're inviting on Facebook and you've invited over 40 people on Facebook, those people are going to think, my gosh, she's invited 200 of her friends. She doesn't give a care in the world if I'm there or not. Okay, so really, really think about how you're doing this. So you want to have notes in front of you when you're sending messages or when you're calling people. Doesn't matter, but you've got to do other things besides set up that Facebook invite. So let's say you're going to make a call to, we'll use Betty Smith as an example again. So you're going to pick up that phone and say, it's going to ring, and Betty's going to answer and say hello. And you're going to be like, hey, Betty, how are you? How are things going? And she's going to answer, right? And you're briefly going to catch up with her. And she may say, well, what's new with you? Oh, what's new with me? Well, actually, that's the reason I'm calling. I have some really exciting news to share with you. And that's going to get her to engage and ask you, what's your exciting news? And then you're going to say, I started a new business. And leave it at that and see what she says. More than likely, she's going to say, what's that new business? And this all of a sudden becomes a joint conversation. She's asked you, you're responding back. You're not pushing her into anything. You're just sharing your excitement. You're going to say, have you heard of 31 yet? And she's probably going to say either, yes, oh my gosh, I love those products. No, I've never heard of it. Or, I've seen it. I think I know someone who sells it, but I'm really not sure. Or she may say, is that personalized gift? What is 31? Is that like, she's going to come up with something. If she has not seen it, now if she's seen it, we have to kind of go through each scenario, right? So if she says, oh my gosh, yes, I love it. Great. Well, let me tell you, I am having a celebration on Saturday for my new business, and it would mean so much to me if you came, and give her the information. If she has not heard of it, you can explain to her just briefly what 31 is. And you kind of have to really be intriguing to her, okay? So you could say something like, well, we offer giftable items for you, for your family, and for your home. So we have 3 categories of products, and many of our products can be customized and personalized, which makes us really, really unique to everyone else that's out there. I instantly fell in love with the products, and I know you will too. So I'm having a few friends over on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. and it would mean so much to me if you would be there to celebrate my new journey with me. I didn't mention party. I didn't mention launch party. I didn't mention any of that. Let her know how much it would mean to you. You could strike up this conversation the same way in a text. You could text her and say, "Hey, Betty, how's it going?" She responds back. She's like, "Oh, it's good. Just busy with the kids right now. What's new with you?" "Hey, well, I've started a new business." And she responds, "What's the new business? Have you heard of 31 yet?" And she responds, "No, I haven't." And then you've got an avenue to invite her to your celebration of your new business. That's super easy, and you just have to have it right in front of you. I promise you, if you do it once, it will get easier as you do it again and again. Now, if they tell you no, that they cannot attend, that's total. Just say, you know what, that's totally okay. It's totally understandable. I know it's like super short notice, and the date is coming up really, really quickly, but I do want to party with you. I want to do a party with you so that you can earn some products for free, and that way you do not have to pay full price. And let me tell you, it would be a great way for me to expand my network and get some new customers. What would work for you? What date would work for you? And see what she says. It is super challenging, especially on the phone, if you ask them what date would work for you, or when do you want to do it? Then if not asking them at all, it's you're on the phone with them and you're telling them you want to party with them and you want to give them free products. It's kind of hard for them to tell you no. So lead with that. Use that word support. It would mean so much to me. You would support me. I totally appreciate your support. I would love your support in this. Use it like it's going out of style. And if it is still no, then you're going to want to offer to, you know what, I totally understand. I would still love to meet you for coffee and catch up some more, and I can share some of my new products with you that are quickly becoming my new favorite products to use every day when I go grocery shopping or every day when I'm out and about. And then hopefully move her to an online order or just purchasing products from you at some point. And that would be your third and final step. So that's the way I would encourage you to begin inviting people. If you're not comfortable calling, I get that, but I'm going to encourage you to call at least 5 to 10 people, and then maybe send some text too, or even private messages via Facebook. Just start the conversation. You don't have to just blast it out there, "I'm having a launch party." Just start the conversation. Share the excitement. They're going to hear it in your voice. That's why I really, really recommend a phone call. They're going to hear your excitement. They're going to hear how enthusiastic you are, and they're going to want to support you, right? So invite them. Now, I'm going to suggest that you watch some videos on 31today.com. There is a home party demo and a Wow on the Go demo. So I'm going to encourage you to watch both of those if you have not, because those are some great demonstrations of how to do a party. And it's really, really easy if you just watch the videos. And then I've also given you what we call a Wow backwards party script. And so you should receive this in one of the emails that you receive from me. And basically, those videos are going to kind of walk you through it. Now, they don't use the backwards catalog, but I love to use the backwards catalog party because for me, I always joke when I'm doing my party and when I'm starting and when I hand them a catalog and say, "Okay, ladies, I've given you the catalog with the back on showing first." And the reason is because I love to read books starting in the back and working my way forward, and kind of make it a joke that way. I just think it's a lot easier for everyone to do it this way, and it shows the best features that we have. Beginning at your launch party, I'm going to really encourage you to use the script. Use this all the time. I still use it. But you're going to want to get your guests connected with the products, and that's what the Wow Party does. You welcome them, you offer a solution, and you wrap up. Pretty simple, 3 easy steps, whether it's a wow party in a home or wow party on the go. At your launch party, though, it's going to be a little bit different because you're going to want to take a minute to thank everybody for coming and supporting your new business. So you could say something like, you know what, I just want to take a minute before we get started here. It means so much to me to have you all support me in my new journey. I wanted to take a minute and let you know how much I appreciate it. And I appreciate you all just being here today to help. Obviously, there's several different ways that you all can support me in my new business. Obviously, placing orders is definitely going to help, but there's some things that you can do to really make a difference long-term for me with my 31 business. First of all, it's obviously purchasing products, hosting parties, and there's party styles for everybody. So it doesn't matter what type of party, but hosting parties definitely help. Events, if you hear of local events in your area, please tell me about them, because even if I can't do them, I still love to hear about them and find out what's going on in the area. Maybe someone needs a fundraiser. That's something I would love to help with. So fundraiser information, and then of course referrals are definitely appreciated. Your family and friends are not going to know what you need unless you ask them. And so you have to plant that seed, and you have to tell them up front the ways that they can support you in your new business, which I think is really, really important when you are doing a launch party. It's super important to let them know these are the steps that they can do. Most people know about purchasing products, and most people know about hosting parties, but what they don't think about is fundraisers, and what they don't think about is events or referrals. They really don't think about that. But if you ask them and plant that seed, the next time they see an event on Facebook, they may tag you. Or the next time they hear of somebody, like an organization needing a fundraiser, they may send you their way. So definitely be sharing that with all of your friends and family at your launch party. One other thing I would do, since you are the actual hostess of your launch party, and what that means is you get the benefits of the hostess and you're making commission off yourself as well. So I would ask someone, though, to be your pretend hostess so you can still walk through the wow backwards party script. Think of someone who has good energy and will play along with you. And you're going to want to pull them to the side before, and you're going to let them know they're going to be your pretend hostess. And you're going to give them a pretend gift, okay? So they are aware of that. And then you're going to want to tell everyone before you get started, after you've thanked everybody and you know you've let everybody know how they can support you, you want to tell everybody, okay, so Susie Q over here is going to be my pretend hostess for the day. And I asked Susie to be my hostess, that's pretend hostess, because I wanted you all to see how rewarding it is to host a 31 party with me. So as a new consultant, I am so excited to spoil my hosts, and I want all of you in this room to be one of them. So this says, number 1, I am ready to book parties. Right? You're ready to book parties because you're letting everybody know in that room, number 1, I want to book a party with each and every one of you. You've already asked them, then you're telling them. And number 2, you're sharing your excitement. So that's something you definitely want to do. Then you're going to want to go through the rest just like normal. You know, you're welcome. Who's heard of 31? And show some of your favorite products to get them acquainted with what you have to offer. Okay? So you're going to show that catalog. You're going to, obviously, I love the hostess stacking, and that's part of our script. And so you're going to want to do that because you want to really play off that hostesses get a ton of stuff for free. It's not about booking a party, it's getting free stuff. You want the very best for your family and friends, and the best way that they can do that is by hosting a party with you. And so that's what you really, really want to play off of. You know, you have a 1-minute commercial in this script. And I want you to really share, why did you join 31? How did you find it? Share your why, because that's going to help connect with the people that you invited to your launch party. So you definitely want to share that. You know, I found 31. I thought the bags were cute. And the kit was $99 and I get all that. And you know what? They have really great incentives to earn additional products for free. So I could either spend money or I could make money and earn some additional products for free. So it was kind of a no-brainer to me. What's your why? Think of it that way. You're going to want to offer solutions. So you could talk about, obviously, the 3 catalogs of the party again, for you, for the home, and for the family. And then you're also going to want to do the wrap-up. Okay? Now, in my wrap-up, I like to obviously talk about free stuff again. And I have a piece of paper, and I don't have it here beside me at the moment, but I've shown it on a couple other videos, and I'll do a video just about it. But it's a piece of paper that's just like this. And there's 6 boxes, and I have selected 6 products out of the catalog that I am willing to give away to any of my hostesses, in addition to all the additional hostess rewards that they get at their party. I have a dice, and they roll the dice, and depending on what number they roll will be the product that they would get at their party. Now, basically, during my party, I pass around the dice. I said, okay, everybody, before we wrap up, I want you all to roll the dice, and whatever number you roll, you write that down on the top of your order form, okay? Basically, just tell them to do that. And then you can tell them that depending on the number that they rolled will depend on a prize that you'll talk with them about at checkout. So then when you're wrapping up, and after you've wrapped up and you're starting to take people's orders, and somebody comes up and they've rolled a number 2, for instance, and maybe number 2 is $10 in additional hostess credit. So you could say something like, okay, you know what, Kim, I see that you rolled a 2, and that would get you an additional $10 in hostess rewards. So what party style works best for you? I didn't ask them to book a party, did I? I shared with them that there's party styles, and they're going to be like, well, what are my options? Well, you could do a home party. You could do a party on the go. You could do a catalog party, and we could even do, and honestly, be careful offering Facebook parties, because oftentimes I feel like they don't work so well. Summertime, maybe, but for the fall, for me, if it was me, I would be offering, well, I've got home parties, I've got parties on the go, like office parties, park parties, pool parties, and then I've got catalog parties. What would work best for you? It is much more challenging for them to reject that question than, do you want to book a party with me? You want to book a party? You want to book a party? Right? So what party style works best for you? Okay? Ask everybody that question. Not, would you book a party with me? I promise you, you'll have a better booking chance asking what party style works best for you. Because you've already told them, they've rolled the dice, and they can see they're getting, in addition to everything else 31 is giving them, you're giving them something else. Now, when you're starting out, I will be completely honest with you. I did not offer these type of products when I first started out. I love the idea of adding hostess credit or something like that. If you don't feel like you want to make a piece of paper with some options, maybe have 6 brown paper bags numbered 1 through 6. And maybe you've picked out some things from the Dollar Bin at Target or Michael's, or you've gotten some cute little lotions from Bath & Body Works, or you've ordered some bookmarks, magnetic bookmarks, or picture frames, or pens from, or key fobs, or nail files from our business supply, and you put them in each of the bags. Or you come up with something creative that you found at the Dollar Tree store, like one's a spa package and one's a candle package and one's something else. And they don't know what it is, but they know that they rolled a number 3. So, okay, number 3, great. That would get you that bag right there. So what party style would you like? You're going to get that gift at your party. Okay, so see, hopefully that helps with some of that. These are some tips for you to help you have a successful launch party. It's really, like I said, it's about your enthusiasm. It's about the way you word things and invite your friends and family. It's about sharing with others at your party how amazing our Hostess Rewards is and how much free stuff they can get. It's about letting your friends and family know how they can support you. Like I said, use that support word over and over and over again. Overkill on the support word, because your friends and family do want to help support you. And if they know the different ways that they can, you're gonna see the support come out in ways maybe you weren't even expecting. And then, of course, you want to get as many parties booked off of your launch party as you can, because that's going to help set you up for success to earn additional products and start swell. So that's in your first 120 days as a consultant. So you definitely want to get as many parties booked as possible. Now, you can always have them join your team too. That's something else we haven't even talked about, but I definitely want you focusing on your launch party. One thing I will say is there's a lot of information out there on 31today.com, on all the different Facebook groups, including our team group, and it can be very overwhelming because there's lots of ideas. I just want you to focus. If you're a new consultant, just focus on your launch party, focusing on having an amazing launch party. Don't worry necessarily so much about how to enter orders and where to find this on TOT and doing all these additional things. Focus on having an amazing launch party and getting bookings and sales from that. And I promise you, everything else will come into play when you need it to. But the main thing is, you get that pink box, you want to have that launch party scheduled. You want to have it right away because you want to get that first level of start swell. And maybe it's ready, set, sell time. So you want to get that ready, set, sell. You want to get that right away. And so these are the tips that I have for you for your launch party. I know it will rock. I know it will be amazing. And if you have your party set and I am your senior director, I'm your director, I want you to text me, or I want you to message me and let me know your date, because I'll be there with you via text, or if I need to be on the phone with you, I will be. And that way I can be there to answer questions that you have. About anything that somebody may ask you and you don't know the answer to. If you don't know the answer at your launch party, tell them, I don't know the answer to that, but I'm going to ask my director and she will know, and we'll get the answer for you. Pretty simple, right? So I can't wait to celebrate you with your launch party. Hopefully these tips have helped, and I will be reaching out with you again with additional helpful videos here real soon. Have a great day.